Have you been building muscle for years? You call yourself a bodybuilder, but have never been on stage? Well, this is why you should get a spray tan and a pair of these. What's up, fellow fitness enthusiasts? I'm Ellis from themusclearchitect.com, and I'm going to be talking to you about why, if you're into bodybuilding, I think you should compete at least once. So by competing, I mean getting on stage as a men's physique, classic physique, bodybuilder, or if you're a woman, bikini, figure, fitness, whatever it is, getting on stage in a bodybuilding competition. So the number one reason is regret. You don't want to regret anything in your life, okay? Being a personal trainer, being an online fitness coach, just being in the gym for the past 10 years, I see people who are in their older years, 50s, 60s, 70s, whatever it is, look and see what I do. They've been training for years and they say, I wish I did it. I wish I did it sooner. That's not to say it's too late. It's never too late. I've coached people in their 40s and 50s, so on. But if you're into bodybuilding and you're in a good place in your life, then why not? Do it. Compete. If you feel like later on you'll regret it, if you feel like these are the prime years of your life, the prime years of your physique, showcase it. Get the photos. Compete. Step on stage with other people. Now, there are a few caveats to this. Like I say, if you're in a good place in your life, if you're financially stable, you have a roof over your head and a good job, if you're mentally stable, prep, bodybuilding prep is a tough thing. But that leads me into my next point. Building mental toughness. So I don't think I've ever done anything as mentally taxing as contest prep. And I've competed in 9 shows, right? And it never gets easier. But that's a great thing. That's something that I can transfer into any aspect of my life, whether it's work, business, relationships, whatever it is. I have a mental tenacity. I have the fortitude. I'm able to look at something and go, I can do that. And this might sound over the top, but unless you've been through a bodybuilding contest prep when you get absolutely peeled and keep your muscle, then you won't know what I mean. But find out what I mean. Do it. You will not regret it. You will build work ethic. You will build mental tenacity. The next thing is, if you are into building your physique, making your physique look a certain way, then bodybuilding is the pinnacle of that, okay? It's how do I retain the most muscle while getting as lean as possible? Anything that's kind of under that is just scalable. I can look the way I want to look now. I can choose the kind of look that I'm after relatively easy because I know what it takes to get to the top for my physique. I know what it takes for me to look absolutely shredded. So if I want to be kind of leanish and maintain that, that's really easy for me because I know what it takes to get there. I can peel it back. So the next reason is the experience you're going to have and the memories you're going to make. When we're driving past somewhere, I always think about where I've competed, and that brings back all the memories, getting the tan and doing the posing and peaking for the show, the people that came to the show. That's another thing. It's a great opportunity to show your friends and your family what you're all about, what you've been doing, what you've been working on, showcase your effort. And on top of that, you will meet so many new like-minded people. Think about it, the bodybuilding lifestyle, whether you compete or not, is quite time consuming, it's quite specific, and it takes some discipline, right? There's not a lot of people outside of the bodybuilding community or the fitness community that really get that. Maybe your friends and your family don't get it as much. But if you go to a bodybuilding show and you've been prepping for 20 weeks or whatever it is, every other person you meet there at the show that is competing has just done exactly the same thing for exactly the same reason. They get you. They know you already. They know what you're about. You can have a conversation with them instantly. You connect with them really, really fast because they are your people. I've met so many people through bodybuilding shows. You meet them on Instagram, you meet them in other ways as well, in the gym and stuff. But competing really brings you together, okay? Sounds silly, but it's a bit like a brotherhood, You go and you meet these people, you keep track of their progress, you help them, you encourage them. And it's one of those sports where it's just like, everyone seems to have a mutual respect for each other. Yeah, there are gonna be some arseholes, some outliers or whatever, but most of the time when you go to these shows, everybody knows what you've been through to get there, and you'll just, by that time when you're competing, you've done the hard work, so you just have a good time with it. Another thing is, if you're into bodybuilding and building your physique and stuff, you learn how to showcase it properly. I'm sick of seeing people not knowing how to pose, okay? All right, bodybuilding requires posing, so even if you're men's physique, even if you're, classic physique, they still do the poses, but whether you're getting on stage in any category, you'll have to learn how to pose, how to showcase your physique in the best possible way, okay? So even if you only compete once, you learn those skills, you can apply it. You can apply it when you're taking photos, when you're doing your progress pictures, later on. If you're on holiday and your girlfriend wants to snap a nice photo of you, you can pose in it and look good. And it's also another great way to showcase your personality, because Depending on what federation you're in, if you compete with the PCA, then you will do a posing routine, okay? You will do 60 seconds on stage by yourself with your music, and you'll be able to do whatever you want, showcase your physique in any way. Some of the other federations might be a bit different, like the NPC, Two Bros, for example. You only get to do your posing routine if you place in the top 5. But still, you get to construct that and you get to showcase yourself. Now, let me finish by saying competing will probably not make you happy, okay? If there's something missing in your life, that's probably not it, okay? But I tell you what it will give you. It will give you pride in what you can do. You can look back at what you've achieved and be proud of it. Like I say, bodybuilding prep is one of the hardest things you'll ever do. So the work ethic you take from that is second to none. It really is. So if it sounds like competing is something you want to do, but you don't know where to start, go to themusclearchitect.com, fill out the inquiry form, book a consultation call with me, and we can go from there. That's what I do. I coach people, I coach bodybuilders, I coach physique athletes, I coach people who just want to get in shape. So even if you don't compete, but you want to build a good physique, come and talk to me. You can also find me on Instagram at _musclearchitect, where you can see me showing off on a daily basis. Subscribe, like, comment your thoughts, comment if you competed before, comment if you're planning on competing, comment if you need a coach. I'll see you in the next video.